children so much in my life that my whole concentration is on them. A woman who is attractive, what is it for you, an attractive woman?
At 90 years old, Sophia Loren's name still carries warmth and admiration. For decades, she has been a shining star, a woman known for her grace, beauty, and strength. But recently, her devoted fans were shocked by unexpected news only 2 weeks after she appeared cheerful and strong at the Venice Film Festival. It was reported that Sophia had suffered a serious fall in her bathroom. This was no small accident. It caused multiple fractures and required emergency surgery. Her team released a calm and reassuring statement, saying that she was recovering and needed time to heal. But those who knew her best, and fans who looked closely, sensed that something was not right. In the video footage from the festival, she had leaned heavily on her walking stick, gripping it as if it were a lifeline. For someone like Sophia, who had always been proud of her elegance and strength, this was unusual. She had famously said that age was just a number. Yet now, at 90, the unstoppable woman the world admired seemed to be facing her most fragile moment. Soon after the news of her fall, rumors began to spread online. Some false reports even claimed she had passed away. The internet was flooded with sadness and confusion. For weeks, Sophia stayed away from the public eye, and her silence spoke louder than any statement could. Fans began to wonder, was this her final goodbye? Was the golden star of Italian cinema quietly preparing to leave without a curtain call? To understand why this moment feels so heavy, you must know Sophia Loren's story. It is not just the story of a movie star, it is the story of survival, courage, and determination. Sophia's life began in hardship. She was born on September 20, 1934, in a special hospital in Rome for unwed mothers, a serious situation in Catholic Italy of the 1930s. Her mother, Romilda Villani, was a beautiful and talented woman, often compared to Hollywood star Greta Garbo. But she had fallen in love with a man who could not give her a proper home. Sophia's father, Riccardo Ciccoloni, was already married when he met Romilda. When she became pregnant, he refused to marry her and abandoned them. Sophia barely knew her father. She saw him only 3 times, once when she was 5, again at 17, and finally when he was dying. Even when she became famous, he showed no interest. Despite this rejection, Sophia found a way to turn pain into power. She once claimed her father's family came from nobility, calling herself Marchese of Licata and Countess of Pozzuoli. Whether it was true or not didn't matter, it gave her a sense of pride and strength. She was not going to let the world see her as a child of shame. Instead, she shaped herself into someone extraordinary. Life was hard for her family. In 1938, her sister Maria was born, and their father refused to sign her birth certificate. Sophia even had to pay him later in life so Maria could be legally recognized. During World War II, their situation grew worse. The family moved back to Pozzuoli, a small town near Naples, and lived with Sophia's grandmother. To survive, her grandmother opened an illegal bar in her living room, selling homemade cherry liquor to American soldiers. Sophia, her sister, and her mother all worked there. She served drinks, washed dishes, and cleaned tables while bombs fell. Nearby, when she was just 10, an explosion sent shrapnel flying, cutting her chin and leaving a scar she carried forever. Nights were spent hiding in cold, dark train tunnels, terrified, listening to bombs, and sharing space with rats. Even when the war ended, poverty did not. They lived in overcrowded homes, sometimes begging for food. Sophia watched her mother cry at night, wondering how they would survive. These hardships built the foundation of Sophia's character, strong, determined, and unafraid of struggle. When Sophia was 14, everything began to change. She entered a beauty contest. She didn't win the main title, but she was named Miss Elegance. That small victory gave her hope and some prize money, enough for her and her mother to return to Rome. At 16, in 1951, Fate stepped in. At a restaurant, a powerful film producer named Carlo Pani noticed the young Sophia. He was 37, married, and already an important figure in Italian cinema. He offered her a contract and began to guide her career. He even changed her name. Sofia Villani Ciccoloni became Sophia Loren, a name that would soon be known worldwide. Pani taught her everything: how to dress, what to read, which roles to choose. Soon, Sophia's face appeared in films across Europe. Hollywood took notice. She starred alongside great actors like Cary Grant and Frank Sinatra. Unlike the typical blonde stars of the time, Sophia brought something different: dark beauty, pride in her Italian roots, and undeniable charisma. The camera adored her. By the late 1950s, she was Europe's highest-paid actress. Success had arrived, but it came with challenges. Sophia's relationship with Carlo Pani was more than professional. Over time, it turned into deep love, but Italy was strict. Divorce was not legal, and Pani was still married. In 1957, they arranged a quick divorce in Mexico and married by proxy, meaning they weren't even present at the ceremony. Italy refused to recognize the marriage, and they were charged with bigamy. Facing possible jail time, they had to leave Italy and live abroad. Years passed before they could be legally together. In 1966, they became French citizens and finally married properly. It had been a long fight, but their bond remained strong. Meanwhile, Sophia's career soared higher. In 1960, she starred in To Women, a film about a mother protecting her child. During war, it was a deeply personal role, reminding her of her own childhood. Her performance was powerful and heartbreaking. It earned her an Academy Award, the first Oscar ever won for a foreign language performance. At just 27, she had conquered the world of cinema. But one dream seemed out of reach: becoming a mother. During filming of Yesterday, Today and Tomorrow, Sophia became pregnant, but lost the baby after a long day of shooting. The loss was devastating. A few years later, it happened again. Doctors told her coldly that she might never have children. Sophia fell into deep sadness. Even with fame and wealth, there was emptiness, but she did not give up. Eventually, with medical help, she and Carlo welcomed his sons, Carlo Jr. in 1968 and Eduardo in 1973. They became her greatest joy. Eduardo would later become a film director and even directed his mother in The Life Ahead in 2020, earning her yet another wave of praise. Sophia Loren worked with some of the biggest names in film. Her chemistry with actor Marcello Mastroianni was legendary. They starred in more than 10 films together. Whether in comedies, dramas, or romances, they created magic. She also collaborated with great directors like Vittorio De Sica, who gave her roles that revealed her depth as an actress. Films like Marriage, Italian Style, and A Special Day showed that Sophia was not just a beautiful face, she was a true artist. She won countless awards, including multiple David di Donatello Awards in Italy and an honorary Oscar in 1991. Hollywood adored her. Cary Grant even proposed to her, but she chose Pani instead. She once explained why: Pani gave her the stability and protection she had never known from her own father. Their love lasted over 40 years, despite the challenges. When Pani passed away, Sophia said simply, "You never get over this kind of feeling." She never remarried. Even in her late 80s, Sophia refused to slow down. After a decade away from acting, she returned in 2020 with The Life Ahead. Directed by her son Eduardo, it became a global hit on Netflix, topping charts in many countries. Critics praised her moving performance. Madame Rosa, a Holocaust survivor, caring for orphan children, the film earned awards and proved that talent has no age limit. In interviews, she spoke with the same determination: "I hope never to retire. I'm not thinking about my legacy. I'm thinking about my next film." For Sophia, there was never a plan B. Acting was her life. In Italy, Sophia Loren is more than an actress, she is a cultural icon. Her life story is taught in schools, Her films play on television during holidays. Designers celebrate her beauty. Younger actresses call her an inspiration. Stars like Meryl Streep and Julia Roberts have praised her as one of the greatest actresses of all time. When news broke about her recent accident, fans gathered outside her childhood home. They lit candles and shared memories on social media. Her son thanked the world, saying, "She reads your letters. Your love means more than you know, whether she acts again or not." Sophia Loren's story is far from over. She has shown the world what it means to rise from nothing to survive war, heartbreak, and loss, and to shine anyway. From a hungry child hiding in tunnels to a queen of world cinema, she has lived a life of courage and grace. Even if the day comes when Sophia no longer walks onto a film set, her spirit will live forever in the movies, in the memories, and in the hearts of millions who love her. At 90, she may be quieter, but her light still burns bright. She is not just an actress. She is proof that beauty, strength, and dignity can last a lifetime. Sophia Loren's life is more than movies and fame. It's a journey of courage, loss, love, and victory. From a child hiding in war tunnels to an international star, she proved that strength and grace can survive any storm. At 90, even as she recovers from her recent fall, her legacy shines brighter than ever. Whether or not she returns to the screen, her story will continue to inspire millions. Thank you for watching. If Sophia's journey touched you, like, share, and subscribe for more incredible life stories. What's your favorite Sophia Loren moment? Tell us in the comments.